Tongaren. I think I'll go to you next. Big man Kyle, please mute your mic.
Yes. Hello. I hope you guys are getting me clearly.
Yes, 100%. Big man Kyla, please mute your mic. We'll come to you next.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I would like to congratulate everyone who is making sure that Kenyans are well informed on what is happening and what are the consequences if we are going to do some of the things that are happening. So our hashtag today is Stop Adani, which is a very, very, very serious topic that we should be talking about. That is the conversation that I've been having with people everywhere, be it on the matatu, be it where I live, be it anybody I meet. I just try to touch base with them about the leasing of JKIA. So it's not a good thing. Consider that we are able to raise that revenue. We are able to do some JKIA, but for long, corruption has been the big problem that we are facing. We saw what was happening previously. That is between the with Murkomen and I think it was Larry Mado, and the airport had a lot of issues. Rainwater was pouring inside. There was a lot of water that was stagnant everywhere. There was this issue of power. And these issues are things that we can sort. They're things that we can do. They're things that the government just needs to allocate a budget and they sort that problem out. But the incompetence that we have in our government is the one that is putting us to be in this situation. And I would like everyone who is here today and who is listening very carefully. Tafadhali, tafadhali, please do not keep quiet, because the only weapon that we have right now is making sure that everybody is well informed, educated. They know every part of the clause in the agreement that was signed between the government of Kenya and JKIA. And Adani, sorry, and Adani. So that is my message to you all. Please do not keep quiet. Do not relent. Let us keep on pushing and fighting. Another thing I wanted to talk about, it's actually related to the Adani issue. It's the way we are being bought by politicians. I know we have many youths who are aspiring to be leaders in the future. Come 2027, come years that are going to come henceforth, they are going to vie for political seats. We have one problem. We might have someone here like Teoti Sonko, maybe like Quiet Riot, maybe like Voice of Tongaren, who are going to aspire for political seats in different locations and areas. And these guys, we can be silenced. We can be silenced because we don't have that muscle, that financial muscle to push our own initiatives. So I would like to discourage a lot the issue on buyouts. Please let us not be bought by politicians. Let us not be given money to wipe the mistakes that have been done by these people. You know, we might be on this space and someone might come to your inbox and tell you, oh, let me give you 3,000. You tweet about this and this. Let me give you 2,000. Let me give you 50,000. You are getting 50,000 to clear somebody who has stolen billions of money, millions of money. That is not cool. So you guys should avoid that at all costs. Then another thing, what we are fighting right now cannot be fought in a day. It is something that is going to take time. It is a journey. It is a very tedious process. So I want to pass this message that anybody who is fighting the incompetence in this government, you must be ready to fight this for a long time. Because even if we are going to stop the sale of Adani, there's a lot of incompetence that is happening everywhere. And that includes to the MPs that we have elected, the senators that we have elected, the nominated ones, the MCS that we have elected. You see, like right now, if government wants to push, they want to push a certain agenda, they just go ahead and they change the law. They change or they introduce a new law that favors what they want to pass. We don't have a parliament. We don't have a government. Even if you see any MP who is coming out right now and trying to say, oh, this is not right, oh, this is not cool, who are you telling? You are the people who we elected to defend us. You are the people who are supposed to know most of the things before us. We are paying your advisors, we are paying your PA, we are paying a lot of people to make sure that you are working the right way. So one way or another, these people who are already in government, they were silent for 2 years until the Gen Z stood and went for demonstrations. That is when now they realize things are wrong. Everybody who is in government right now is nobody to be trusted. Don't listen to anybody who is trying to come and say, "Oh, Sijui, our airport is being sold." A senator was there talking like he has just come to government the other day. He was not in government. That is not right. Let us not accept anything they're going to tell us. We reject them in totality. We are going to send them back home in totality. The anger is still burning. The anger is still burning. We have not healed from the other day they killed our brothers and sisters in cold blood. We have not healed in a lot of things that this government is passing us through. And right now they are interfering with even the education system. They're interfering with everything. Everything they touch is corrupted to the core. May I come from Tongaren. We are farmers there, we plant maize. Nakwambia ile shida yenye tumepitia na mahindi yenye tumevuna ni shida tupu, na hiyo yote ililetwa na serikali yetu, ilitupea mbolea fake, ikatupatia mbegu fake, na hiyo ni serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta, ya William Ruto. Sorry, pardon me, ni hasira niko nayo. Ni serikali ya William Ruto ndio imefanya hii mambo yote. Mahindi yenye tunavuna saa hii ni mahindi very poor grade, a very low grade. Wengine hata hawana kitu wamevuna, walipanda na mbolea fake. My friends, I need you guys to open your eyes. Open your eyes kwa sababu hii nchi hatuna. And I have a message here for KOT Sonko. I know you talk much to Morara. I've been trying to reach him for a couple of days. I had an important message to pass. I like whatever Morara is doing, but the system that he's running with is only favoring him. Na akiwa peke yake, he won't be able to manage. Morara should be running with a system whereby akienda kwa ground, kama amekuja area ya Kitengela, ameenda Nyanyuki, akifika hiyo area anafaa patane na Gen Zs wenye wanataka ku make change in that area. Kuna mtu anataka kusimama MCA, kuna mtu anataka kusimama MP, anasimama na wao kwa ground, wanampeleka kila kona, wanaongea, they raise the objectives, they raise the agendas that they are going to do past 2027 when elected. That will be the right way to go. Tushikane mikono, tuinuane. Si kila mtu ako na hiyo pesa ya kufanya campaign, na hiyo ndio inafanyanga viongozi wengi wanapotelea kwa system yenye ni corrupt. Juu sahi hauna pesa ya campaign, hauna pesa ya kumove around, unapata politician anakushika mkono, ana make deals, anakwambia contracts za county ni yeye mtapea, nini ni yeye utapea, mambo ya basari ni kijana yake utapea, then unapata you are to be a very good leader. Lakini kwa sababu ulishikwa mkono na mtu mbaya, sasa huwezi kuwa huyo kiongozi mwenye unafaa ukuwe. Na hiyo ni example nyinyi wote mumeona hapa. All of you guys have seen this. It is practical, iko. Kiongozi anakuja ni mzuri, hana intention ya wizi, lakini akishashikana mikono na hao watu wengine, nini inabadilika? Reputation inakuwa ruined. I know I have a lot to say, but because of time, there are a lot of people. Wacha niwachie wengine waseme, and let us support each other. Mimi mwenyewe nitakuwa nimesimama kiti ya MP 2027 kule Tongaren, na ninapitisha message bila mchezo. KOT Sonko anataka Kimilili. Kuja tushikane, tuende ground, tupitishe civic education. Hawa shosho wetu, mababa zetu, maanti zetu, mandugu zetu, majirani zetu, kila mtu apate hiyo message yenye tunataka wajue ukweli iko wapi. Nashukuru sana kwa hiyo nafasi, mbarikiwe sana.
Thank you so much, Voice of Tongaren. Actually, we said if we want to make change in this country, we can only make by vying for those seats and going ahead to replace them. We can't just sit back, watch, and say that we are making change by just salimiering or getting rid of them. Then what? So if you feel you can vie for any seat, please step ahead. If you feel you can be a perfect leader or you can lead people, come ahead. We got you. We will support you wherever we can. And yeah, let's inject the civic education. Ndo watu waelewe. I came to recognize in Kenya when we are vying for seats, or we are electing people. People go ahead and you elect someone maybe from financial status, from party that person is running from, if he's your friend or what, you know, let's focus and tribal. Let's keep all that aside and choose people who gonna lead us according to how we want, not how they want. Who gonna hear our cry and present it there uko mbele, si tukuje sisi twende tukajililie na tumewatuma pale na tunawalipa. Thank you so much, Voice of Tongaren. We support you. Yeah, Collins, ulikuja huku mbele, you can pick it up.
Asante sana. Natumai kila mtu ako sawa hata kama hasira iko juu. Let me start on a light note. Unajua mpaka siku hizi stories za jaba
Hey,
hazina raha.
Collins,
Yes?
come closer to the mic, please.
Inasikika sasa?
Ni sawa tu, endelea.
Ndio nilikuwa nikisema unajua sasa mpaka siku hizi stories za jaba because the rate yenye makasiriko yenye imefika imezidi imepita 100%. Anyway, that was on a light note. Where are we heading as Kenyans, and those who cannot understand where you're coming from? As Gen Zs, mimi naongea kama Gen Z. Is tunaona future yetu inaibiwa, and it's being stolen from us by these crooked people in the government. I think Binti alikuwa kwa hiyo session yenye we were read to the 24-hour space where we went through the Adani papers. My friend, mimi sikuweza kumaliza the 24 hours. I just did a 6 hour shift. Mali Wanyama hosted, alafu KOT akaingia. And the document itself is very frustrating. It's a very good sales pitch kwa mtu mwenye anajua kufanya business and marketing. Ukisikiza too much wording na kuahidiwa siri ya kama Ruto venye tu anatuambiaga tumetenga, tumeahidi, tutafanya everything. The deal is too sweet on paper. However, we've already seen clear examples where Adani has totally failed right from their mother country, India. I think kama you've been good users of X, mse ameona mahali watu wa India wametag hii story wakionyesha their airports leaking heavily hata kuliko JKIA. Australia, the same case. Usiende mbali sana, shuka hapo Tanzania wako na kisanga. And then you tell us that with the Fabish alitaja mtu sijui a certain lady mwenye aliona akisema ati tuachie government sijui afanye nini. How you have very clear examples of failure, yet you want to bring this person to us and give all our resources to him, to them, alafu watuendeshe na that momentum ya failure? We'll say a very big no. So however much we would like to stick to the hashtag ya Adani, I think there is too much boiling for us as Kenyans. Na ndio nilikuwa nikidiscuss na mse fulani, and I was telling him that we are ailing as Kenyans, and this problem is coming right from down. Na kila siku tunaambiwa wewe ni mgonjwa mahali, and kuna mtu amecite the same example. Leo Fabish, leo unaambiwa leo mkono ni mgonjwa, ikienda kuandikwa diagnosis unaambiwa hapana, kesho sasa jana ni mkono, kesho ni mguu. We are ailing, and that constant thing is bringing us trauma in one way or another, and it is too frustrating for us as Kenyans. Mali tumefika, we are not heading towards the right direction. Angalia, 70 kids from Endarasha are missing. Wacha sasa wenye wamekufa, and may their souls rest in peace. 70 are missing, and already kuna duru za kuaminika that ambulances were spotted hiyo wakati stima ilikuwa imepotea JKIA. What were the ambulances doing at JKIA after the incident at Endarasha? Unajua story ya kuchoma shule hii imekuwa extraordinary sasa. You know, for us, mimi wakati yangu nikiwa high school, I can tell you the trend ya 2012 whatever happened. Kuna msee mic yake iko on. The trend was just not you wanted to strike and what have you. But this trend yenye imetokea, there is something we are missing. There is something amiss. Anyway, thank you for the chance to talk. Wacha nimalizie submission yangu hapo kwanza. I will come up again. Thank you.
Sawa. Thank you very much, Collins. Thank you for your patience as well. Yes, you're right. The documents that we went through that day, I've put them in the jumbotron from Wanyama Afula. Like, that's the person that posted them. So please read through them, because the details you will find in those documents are shocking. And anybody that is for this deal, especially after seeing those documents, I don't know what type of person you are, by the way. Our country is burning down. We need to do something about it. I'd just like to check if Jataita is here before I go to Gen Z first. Jataita, are you here? Because you've been here for a while. Jataita, can you hear me? Okay, sawa. So then let's go to Gen Z, please. Gen Z, can you hear me? Going once. Sorry, we'll try Gen Z, please.
Hello guys.
Hawa watu wengi wenye unatafuta na watokei ni watu wenye wamekuja kutu investigate. They are here, they are just listening, they're not saying anything. But we shall not relent.
Nisawa, to let them listen and get educated. Gen Z, hi.
Hi. Munanisikia?
Kabisa, endelea.
Thank you for this chance. Mimi nataka kusema hii government ya Ruto inatuchezea sana. Of course, wanafunzi wetu washakuwa wakichomeka. There is no any action yenye wanachukua. And this government want an action for them to be sure. Of course, for the first time, an action was being done, and tukaona if some changes was done. So, I can just encourage if kama tunaweza tackle jamani, to show government that we are serious of these things. There is no way if mashule zinaweza chomeka, yani yenye imefuatana, and there's no action ya government anaweza chukua wasaidie shule ama wafanye nini. Sahii hata kuongelea hiyo kitu hawawezi. Another thing yenye naweza sema, hii government ya Ruto inatuchezea because JKIA airport they cannot manage, hawawezi kumanage sahii. Hata kama iliuzwa kitambo, lakini it should be airport ya hii Kenya. So mimi nawaomba tu kama tunaweza tokea ili for the future ikuwe poa, I can congratulate, but for them I can congratulate anaweza wapongeza ya kwa for the first yenye tulifanya, ikakuwa poa, government ikanini, but there's still no change. There's still no change. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Yeah, we need good governance and we need change in our country. Who was next? Binti.
Yes. Let's go to students. Student Amerix. Okay, sawa.
Hello, I hope all of you are fine this evening. First of all, I'm heartbroken because it's like we are running a country like it's a den of thieves, a den of people who kill each other, a den of corrupt people, etc. Because currently, I just read some news above this that Isiolo Boys is on fire. You look at what is happening in this country and you ask yourself whether these people in government are normal or not. Because just this weekend, we lost close to 21 kids who were sleeping in a dormitory, and then the dormitory catches fire, and then these kids are trying to make noise and everything, and then they get burnt. And then after that, up to now, the fucking CS who is in charge of education has not made any report to the media or to this country. Number two, the PS in charge of education, that fool from I don't know which county, comes in and then talks like rubbish and an idiot in front of parents and those people who are wailing. Then there is this idiot called Isaac Mwaura who just orders the government to bring in maize, rice and beans to people who are crying looking for their kids. You look at what is happening in this country and you wonder why we are still living in Kenya. Then there is this thing called Adani whatever. You see, in Kenya, we have fools who are blogging for the government. I just saw a certain stupid lady from Masai, I don't know, the Anapcase, whatever, writing, we will have, I don't know, hotels in the airport. I don't know, we have a runway and everything. Look at this, the stupidity that is happening in this country and wonder why we are even living in Kenya in 2024. Because Adani is just a group of conmen, a group of thieves who want to take over JKIA, and then they want to own it, and then they'll be transporting what they feel like. They'll be switching on power on and off when they feel like. They'll be transporting weed, they'll be transporting cannabis, those drugs and everything. They will be transporting human beings who are dead. They will be transporting everything the way they feel because they are the owners. And there is a stupid person, there's a stupid senator, a stupid MP who just sits in parliament and then approves these stupid bills, approve these stupid letters. Because we don't have a country. We are just seated here because now our MP or our senator or maybe something is in government. You know, the reason as to why these things are currently happening is because this bastard clown called Raila Odinga decided to have a handshake with the oppressors. Now people got divided. You see, now after people getting divided, we cannot now move in unity like what we did on 25th. And just like Americs normally say, all these problems lies in the parliament because the parliament is the one who is capable of approving these dirty deals. So what I would like us to do, now that tomorrow we have seen a letter from the KAA that their demonstration starts midnight. Tomorrow, when you are free, I'll be free. I'll head to JKIA and let us make noise, let us wail, let us scream until these demons called Adani go back to their country. Because we've been seeing reports that KQ normally makes losses. And I'm wondering how KQ normally makes losses and people are paying fares, people are paying tickets each and every time. Uber business is booming at that JKIA entrance. So I'm wondering how these motherfuckers are telling us that KQ is making losses. This is a theory that they've made. Now they want to convince us that Adani will come in now and then we will start making profits. You see, Ruto takes us for granted because Ruto goes to a government website and advertise stupid jobs in Lebanon, Qatar, Beirut, maid jobs, house helps, etc. And then the same Ruto comes in and brings Indians to run our airport. I'm wondering, what are people going to do in school? Because if you can bring for us foreigners to run our airport and yet you are teaching the same courses in our university, then you are stupid. So let us have one unity even on this timeline, because currently this timeline is divided. People are following each other blindly. People are following this, people are following that. Once somebody makes an opinion, the whole timeline is divided. So if we can have that unity that we had when we were rejecting the finance bill, these Adani people will find it rough to even step their foot on JKIA. But as per now that things are heating up, I know these stupids will go back to their home and then we will have a country to run. To my last submission, I would like people to look for IDs. And then when it comes to voter registration, we register so many voters so that we can send these bastards home. I already told a friend of mine that if we see Ruto winning with a landslide, we'll ban this country and we'll ask him where he got those votes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, student Amerix. By the way, that person that you're talking about that's the lady. I also saw them, and like I said, when I first entered this space, I also replied to them and asked them, "Would you like us to sponsor your baby girl lifestyle? How can we sell our country for your baby girl lifestyle at shopping, dream malls, and hotels, and what? Come on now, please. We need to educate ourselves, but it's okay. We know that they're paid." I'd like to go to oh, hold on, before we actually carry on, the time is 7:50, basically 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is African time. Please just pause for a second and retweet something that has the hashtag Stop Adani, hashtag Occupy JKIA. This is Sauti Mwananchi, hosted by your very own KOT Sonko Mavimabonga and Toria and myself. I'd like to go to was it Steve? Yeah, Steve Juma. Steve Juma. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. And KT, uko sawa? If okay is fine. Now, my contribution is the same thing that I've been running, because we talk about Adani. I'm seeing about something about KPC. I'm just reading some newspaper for tomorrow. They highlight that the country is on financial. There's some demand and some direction that maybe they could revise back the reject finance bill. So those are kind of the development that we hear as a country. But the truth of the matter is that the country has lost focus, and we need to also offer solutions to it. Yesterday, I spoke in this space, and I maintained that we need to change. We need to call for certain policy on how we do things. My call still remains that there's a huge gap between the poor and the rich. Now, the rich here are those who have really stole from the public coffers, and now the bridge is too wide. And I thought if it's proper, then we need to come up with a policy where all state officers, and this is something that I keep on saying, all state officers, all civil servants, they must be compelled to use public facilities. Why do I keep on saying this? So that we have equity and we enforce service delivery. I want to see, for example, Sakaja gets sick and is admitted at Mama Lucy. Hapo hapo tu penye wanasema wametengeneza hospitali, wameweka madawa, wameweka kila kitu. Hapo. Sheria iwe kwamba ukiwa unafanyia serikali kazi yoyote, you must be admitted to the nearest facility first, unless it's a case that requires advanced medical attention. But before we get to that, and I keep on giving an example, like the way you are told, report to the nearest police station. You cannot report a matter that happened in Nairobi town, central CBD, and then you go report in Kasarani, for example. You will be told to go back and report to area of that jurisdiction. So why would government give people medical covers? I say this as a civil servant. Why would I be given a medical cover? Then where do I go to? I go to Aga Khan. This is not to say that going to Aga Khan is bad, but mbona wewe mwenyewe unasema umetengeneza hospitali, lakini hutaki kwenda kwa hiyo hospitali. Unataka kuongea tu kwa TV. You don't want to be admitted there. I want Ruto one day akiwa mgonjwa, hata yeye alale Kenyatta Hospital. Iwe sheria lazima upitie hapo before tuone kama hali yako ni tofauti kidogo. So that this will make them now fix. Because it's only good that when you work for the government, you should deliver for that government and you consume the beauties or the development that you or the service deliveries that you offer. Look, for example, you talk about schools. Yesterday, I read something that the government will be going around to inspect schools. Yani hao watu wanakuanga wapi? At mashinani, you have like equality assurance, you have education, what. So many titles. Kwani hao watu, they are nowhere to see these things. I still maintain, those working for the government, take your kids to public schools. Don't tell us that you are fitting public schools or you're keeping them and your kids are abroad. That is when now we will talk at the same level. Because as it is, we are not reasoning together. If Adani insists, if people took his money and they are on deal, it was me to make such a decision, peni Adani huko shamba huko Tana River huko kuna mashamba kubwa pale, let them go build their own airport pale, waran na masonko wao huko, but they should not come to our own public gateway. Hawezi kuja kwa pride JKIA, when watengeneze yao huko na kina Ruto huko hata.
Hey, Jama, just before you continue, I can see strike ishaanza JKIA. So ni venye ni usiku, but tunaweza enda huko. I'm being told I just got information on my timeline. Na pia nimeona DM, so
I can see it.
We have a very long queues at JKIA.
I can see.
Nao jamaa pia kuna kitu wanafanya, so niko na space hapa. Anyway, Binti, continue please.
Sir, who is speaking? Sorry. Steve, carry on, please.
I'm just finishing actually. So those are the issues that I was raising, and I think now we should also now offer solution and come up with policies that also drive us. Because if we keep on lamenting, these people don't care. They've developed thick skin. We'll say anything. Life goes on. Transactions goes on as usual. The other day, I was gagged. I was served on Saturday. Was gagged by KPC not to report on some matter. You people know what was happening at KPC. So why would you gag even the media from reporting on matters of a state institution? Which government sues its citizen or its media for defaming it. How? And that's their tax. Anyway, that's a matter in court. Let me not argue it. So those are the things I'm saying. Kesho watu wafike JKIA, wenye wanafika wafike mapema, wenye wanaenda sahi wasafiri salama. Asante.
So, thank you very much, Steve. Habari ndio hiyo, Occupy JKIA, Stop Adani. There's already strikes happening, already underway. So, well, if you feel like carrying a tent and a sleeping bag, go ahead. We're not gonna stop you, but we have to keep this going. Hashtag Stop Adani. Make sure you retweet that and you make everybody know what's happening. Sorry, who speaks?
One word, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I can see mona post ya the Star wanasema kuna power outage from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. John. So nyi mjipange kucharge simu.
Yeah, tactics. We will not allow these tactics. Charge your phones, carry a power bank, whatever you need. Just make sure that you have any amount of electrical power available to you before then. Toria, let me just hand back to you for a second, if that's okay. You just carry on. I think it was John Mumo, but he's gone. You just carry on for a second, whoever.
Okay, I think Big Man was here before. Big Man, you can pick it up.
It's okay.
Inject. Occupy JKIA and Stop Adani. That's make sure you talk about it. We keep injecting. Yeah.
It's okay. Are you getting me, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Are you? Yeah, hashtag ni stop JKIA. Na wase wa push on na hii stuff. Everyone atokee, move on with one unity na tuta make it.
Thank you so much for being short and clear. You still speaking?
Yeah, I was about to add something.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, mi ni kupea tu wase moral ni aje. Wenye watatokea watokee. Mi kama wase watakuwa mi ndatokea. Na wase waendelee kupush bana. Manze hii gava imetukalia ufala ni aje. Hakuna mse ako happy about the government. Hata wengi tuna regret mbona tulizaliwa Kenya. Hatupatui freedom kaa Kenyans manze. We must make the government ifanye everything we need. Kama si hivyo waende tu home. Na in fact hii gava yote inafaa iende home. Tuweke another government, a new government, a fresh one. Ndio wasee wakuenge serious. Ukiwa hapo unakaa ukijua wasee wakichoka na wewe ni hivyo, unaenda home. In fact hiyo story ya JKIA hatuwezi ruliwa na Wahindi na tuko na rulers. We can put our guys there. Mbona walete hawa wasee? Si tuko na hizi tax tunasanya, si jenge hiyo stuff yenye wanataka kusema. Sijui ati itakuwa na nini. Our country can do that. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. We have capable people, and still the people who are still running the airport are Kenyans. I don't know what's wrong with Kenyans running our own airport. We can organize if it's any change they need to achieve within 30 years. If we bring our heads together, we can make it. We can change on our own. It's not a must for Adani to come so that our JKIA can be changed or they can build the so-called runways, Yeah, reject, and stop Adani. We don't want anything to do with Adani in our country. Anything. They're gonna take over our minerals, our parks. It's not only JKIA. JKIA, it's the whole Kenya. Ruto ni mjanja wase. Haya. So, ni Anthony Ama who was next. Anthony, pick it up.
Thank you very much, KOT Sonko, host, the co-host Toria pamoja na Binti na wote ambao wanatusikiza popote walipo nchini hata nje. Ningetaka kusema mambo machache kwa jioni hii, kwa vile ambao wametangulia hapo mbele wameweka mkazo mahali inatakikana iwekwe. Number 1, iko team ya negotiators kutoka serikali ya Kenya ambayo wamehusika na hii msakata ya Adani. Ningeomba tufanye bidii kwa makini, tujue hawa wangwana, sijui kama wako 16 ama 17, tuwajue kibinafsi, sababu ingawaje tunafuatilia Adani, tunafuatilia serikali ya Kenya, lakini hawa lazima wachukue personal responsibility to permit such a deal to be imposed on Kenyans. Kwa hivyo tufanyeni bidii, tuwajue individually by names, ni nani. Nasikia kuna Director General wa hii Public Procurement Investment Committee ambaye anahusika. Tuwajue individually na hao watachukua personal responsibility apart from official responsibility. Ya pili, tuko na ofisi ya Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya. Yeye hiyo ofisi lazima pia imulikwe. Attorney General anaweza kwenda kwa uzingizi kwa njia gani wakati nchi inauzwa? Haikubaliki, na lazima ajibu wananchi wa Kenya kwa njia ambao inastahili. Tatu, tuko na parliament yetu, Public Investment Committee, ambayo inatakikana wamulike deals kama hizi ambazo zinahusu national assets. Wanafanya nini wakati JKIA inauzwa? Bunge vile vile. Leo kuna barua ambayo imetolewa na wakili moja mashuhuri Donald Kipkorir, ambayo amesoma the legal aspects of JKIA deal. Na kati ya vitu ambazo negotiators wetu walikubali ni ya kuwa kama kuna shida yoyote kuhusu hiyo kandarasi, haiwezi ikasikizwa na koti za Kenya. Wakakubali hiyo. Cha pili, kama kuna shida yote na hii kandarasi ya Adani, haiwezi kutatuliwa na bunge ya Kenya. Those two items ambazo wangwana walikubali is amounting to treason. Ndio sababu naomba tufanye bidii kwa njia zozote ambazo zinawezekana, tujue hawa wangwana individually. Na vile ambavyo nyote mmesema, lazima tufanye vile vilivyo kuzuilia hii kandarasi kutekelezwa hapa Kenya. Hatutakuwa na nchi ingine tutabaki nayo. Kuna Institution of Engineers of Kenya pia wameandika report yao karibu pages 10 hivi, na wamesema kwa undani kabisa ya kwamba hii ni project ambayo wataalamu wa Kenya wangeweza kufanya. Tuko na engineers wa kutosha. Iko skills ambazo wanafunzi wetu ambao wanahusika na njia za uhandisi wangeweza kujifunzia katika hii project. Isitoshe, nchi ya Rwanda na nchi ya Ethiopia, kwa ile pesa ambayo tunataka kulipa Adani ili kurepair Maranaways peke yake na kujenga masupermarkets, wanajenga brand new international airports. Kwa hivyo kwa njia yote ambavyo inawezekana, hii deal ya Adani lazima izikwe. Adani lazima ikuwe stopped na hii kandarasi ifutiliwe kwa mbali. Hayo tu ndio machache ambayo nilikuwa nikitaka kusema, kuongezea ambazo zote wale wametangulia wamesema, na nitazidi kuwasikiza kwa makini tukitafuta njia namna na way out forward. Asanteni sana, nitadrop sasa.
Anthony, before you drop, thank you very much. Oh, please just mute your mic.
Binti, just a minute. I think nataka tuende to defeat about the current Anthony, just a minute. The current strike yenye inaendelea hapo JKIA. I think we should amplify this because that's kitu inafanyika saa hizi, and we said we'll occupy tomorrow so we can do it now. So guys, I want us on our timelines, we go to chachishe what is really happening currently at JKIA. So ensure you are using Stop Adani and Sauti ya Mwananchi as the hashtag kindly.
So you heard everybody tweets using hashtag Stop Adani and Sauti ya Mwananchi. Anthony, before you leave, the information you're looking for is in the Jumbotron. Those two documents. There's one that's called feasibility reports. End up page 444. You'll find everybody you need to find. Anybody that was involved in these what should I call it? These meetings. So your information is there. Sorry, Toria, back to you.
Okay. You've heard. Let's retweet using the Sauti ya Mwananchi hashtag Stop Adani. Let's tweet widely. Let's spread it. Real Joe, I see you back. Take it. Real Joe, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll forgive my background today. So basically, I think I was on and off because of some issues. I think maybe I might have sorted out the issue partially. So if you can hear me, that is okay. So basically, I was saying that number one, the problem here we have is a government that has already struck deals, and you've seen that from how the government is trying to shield Adani. By the way, if you read that deal, this deal is too sweet for Adani themselves. It is just too sweet for them. It is not. The government is shielding them from losses and liability costs. You know, the government is shielding them. The Adani are giving our government a deal, saying that, I don't know, if they don't process permits within 60 or 90 days, they'll be compensated. I don't know when they're just shielding them. So we have a problem here. And one of the previous speakers had talked about this as well. We have a problem with, and this we have identified even previously. We have a problem with our parliament, and I try sometimes to understand, because I don't know whether, see, if you look at our constitution, Article 99, removal of members of parliament from office. I look at section 2, and this section 2, I'm trying to understand why the framers of the constitution put this statement. It is just just 4-word statement. Just 4 words. You can remove a member of parliament from office if they are of unsound mind. And so many times I look at this term unsound. I decided to look at the meaning of unsound in a dictionary, and I'm looking at, and I'm seeing the entire problems that we are facing as a country. We have a group of over 200 unsound leaders who cannot see that the president who is currently here, who is currently in office, is not able to function. He's not able to do anything. He's not able to do anything. He himself has been able to question his own sanity. You guys you can bear witness. Every time president akiongea anasema, am I a madman? That is the first sign. That is the first sign of a madman. That is the first sign. And therefore, we have a group of idiots on one side, because I think unsound mind is an idiot. That's just the best. Unsound is just like an English term kuwafanya ikae vizuri, but someone with unsound mind is an idiot. So we have a group of idiots on one side. They cannot really see what is happening in our country. And you look at this thing, it is not just about Adani. Adani will go, another deal is being cooked somewhere, another deal is being cooked somewhere, another deal is being cooked somewhere. Look at the appointments that were made. Murkomen was removed from because Murkomen is all initiated the deal. Hata ile pesa ya kwanza down payment yenye imekulwa, yeye ndiye ako nayo, yeye ndiye alipewa pesa ya kwanza, hiyo pesa yenye alishikwa nayo Dubai, yeye ndiye alipewa pesa ya kwanza. So yeye ndiye alipewa deposit ya deal, pesa ya deal. If you look at the appointments, Murkomen anatolewa, Chirchir anawekwa. Chirchir tunamjua vizuri sana. Chirchir, we know Chirchir with his history. Therefore, I'm sometimes confused if maybe I'm the one who is understanding the constitution wrongly, because when the framers of the constitution said we can remove someone from office because of unsound mind, I think we don't really elect mad people into the office. Madness in our own judgment means someone who is unable to make decisions that actually favor Kenyans. How can you make a decision that favors the person who is coming to do for you the job, who is a foreigner? You put for them only sweet terms on their end. Kenyans are supposed to bear costs to facilitate for them their losses. Kenyans are supposed to bear cost in case you don't give them permits in good time. Kenyans are supposed to bear cost, yeah, for most of the, they're supposed to be compensated all through. The deal is just sweet for them. And we know so well that if these foreigners always, whenever they take management, they will prioritize their own skills. Okay? While on the other side here, now the government, the reason I'm saying these people are idiots, now the government is talking about having a roadshow to advertise foreign jobs. Look at the priorities we're having as a country. You want to have a roadshow to advertise jobs za made Saudi Arabia, jobs za nini, while you're bringing other people to do proper jobs for in our country. You're not prioritizing our own local skills, our own engineers. Use them, the resources we have. If you feel that they are not well equipped with information, take them, let them, awacha waende watembee, so that waone. Kwani Adani walizaliwa kama wanajua kutengeneza airport? No, they were not born like wakijua kutengeneza airport. And that's why I'm saying this. We have idiots on one side, then now we have Kenyans who are questioning. And if you look at this, Kenyans are raising very pertinent issues on the Adani deal. And right now, we don't want just Adani to go. We want Adani ikianguka, Murkomen goes, Chirchir goes, those KAA guys goes, wale maloya wenye walikuwa maloya wenye the lawyers, we can excuse them because of course law, we know how law works, so we can excuse them. But anybody in public service who was involved goes with the deal. So it is not just Adani, kila mtu anaenda. And for that reason, we are the only bare minimum we can give right now, because I've seen it is very wrong for us to quote the constitution when we are discussing this administration. They don't know about nothing constitutional, nothing. They don't know about the law completely. They are idiots. They are of unsound mind. They are incapacitated. They cannot work. So that is how we take them, and that's how bad it is. So we are being subjected into idiocy by idiots. They want us to be in the same level as them. They want us to be idiots as well, because for you to understand this Adani deal and like it and love it and even just try to push for it, you must be a very big idiot. That's the only term I can use for them. You must be a very big idiot for you to support this deal. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Roger. By the way, you're right. I mean, if you have honestly read those terms and conditions, you understand what they say, and you're still pro this deal, there must be something wrong with you. Guys, JKIA strike is happening right now. Make sure you keep tweeting #Stop Adani, #Sauti ya Mwananchi. We want to amplify this. People need to know what's happening in our country, because that puts more pressure on this deal to fall down, because that is our aim. We cannot let this happen. Thank you very much, Rojo. By the way, how many people are there? I want, in the next few minutes, there's nearly 300 people in here. In the next few minutes, there should be at least 300 tweets in that TL saying #Stop Adani. Okay, I will go to Dr. Owiti. Dr. Owiti Owayo. Good evening. Dr. Owiti Owayo. Okay, I guess I'll go to the next person. KD, I think you were here before, but you dropped off. You just came back. KD, hi.
Hi, what's up?
Not great, but it's good that we're actually doing something about it. Have you tweeted with #Stop Adani?
I don't think you're doing it. I think I did long time ago.
We need it in the last 2-3 minutes. Come
Yes,
on, man.
I did. I
Okay.
have. I saw this Goslow like an hour ago. And that's when I joined the space. So I've been doing this all through.
Thank you.
Marvin, you're doing a very good job. May God bless you. People may not see, nobody gets to realize, and no one gets to see the budgetary implication of just being on this space. We may come here and say all you want to say, but I think the most important thing is, I really think we need to be out there. And this is a time we should stop looking at our differences, religious, age, class, gender. These KIA workers are our brothers and sisters. And if you have any working there right now, tell them even when they finish their shifts not to leave. Let them stay in there. Then the guys who are coming in the morning, they should come and let them not stay. And then whoever can make it there, let them go and stay in there. Like, it's just, there's a Malawian proverb that says a stubborn child will burn his village to the ground just to feel its warmth. And this is where this government is taking us, because it seems like you're talking to a bunch of dead, rotten, deaf. I don't want to insult any creature, because I think even the dumbest creature in this world is more smarter than the people we call our leaders in Kenya right now. And kama unaweza toka tu sahi, but toka home ukijua urudi home. This Adani deal, guys think it's a done deal. Yes, I know we are fighting a very big monster, because I'm just in my own senses trying to think of why would someone really protect a scam deal like this? Why would the whole parliament be so quiet? I think it's only Richard Onyonka and what's the name of this lady? I can't remember her name. Who I think I've heard them like say air their grievances so much. Everybody else is quiet, and you just leave yourself thinking, why? Like, what is behind this deal? Like, what is it that is so scary? I use the word scary because these are members of parliament. These are people who can voice and say no, and someone will listen to. Where is Uhuru Kenyatta? Where is Titus Naikuni? Where is Michael Joseph? Where is these veterans? The guys who used to be the veteran leaders of Kenya. Why is everybody so quiet? Like, what happened to our forefathers? Do we have to go and exhume the late Mr. Moi Kibaki and Daniel Moi to come and fight for Kenya? Why do we have to act like we are orphans? What is going to happen next? You want to take the land, you want to take the farming, you want to take housing, you want to take hospitals, now you want to take our air. It's not even about the airport. This is like ruling the whole airwave. You know, our country has 3 sovereignties. You have the land, sea, and the air. You cannot give out the whole air and say you're safe. Anything can happen. But what is nagging me is, why is there so much silence from the people who call our lead? Are they leaders or dealers in this whole deal? Like, who do you get to trust? The trust in Kenyan system is broken. That's the reason why even when the only hope we have, which is the judiciary, says stop, we don't even have the confidence of saying the judiciary says stop, because we don't know if it's a real or somebody will just say, they're just saying they can't do nothing. Like what the acting, not even the real or whatever, is doing right now. 7 times. You know, if it wasn't for the likes of Faith, we don't have anything. We do not know where we are. I don't know who to trust anymore. So anyone who has any, I wish I was in the country myself, to be honest. I don't think I have anything to lose right now. But imaze ukiweza tu, chukua blanketi, chukua viazi, chukua whatever you can, just leave and go and say, you know what? I have everything left if I have this airport secured. But you can't tell me a thief is coming to you and I just keep quiet and say, yeah, I'm just going to let them come because, you know, then the person who tells you a thief is coming, you want to kill them. That just sounds a little bit absurd. My only problem is there's so much silence in the country and everything is going wrong. Everything is just wrong. Like, who do you trust anymore? You know, I try not to get irate, but please, Maze mkiweza, if you have anyone who works in the airport, tell them. Kama wako huko wasitoke. wale wanaenda shift asubuhi wakae huko, au mataxi driver kama na namba zao wapigieni, waambieni acha tufunge hiyo airport, wacha hao makarao kama tushoot, tuone kama hiyo airport itakuwa na faida, tuone kama even if Adani builds a new one it's going to give them any value. The greatest asset a country has is its citizenry. You cannot oppress the citizens and say you have a country. It's very shameful for us to say we have a president. God bless you all.
Guys, so this is the order. Tomorrow, mapema sana from 6 a.m. Yeah, we all go to the streets and we head to JKIA. I think the strike has started as we speak, and of course, it's not going to end until Adani has stopped, because the last time we went to the streets to say Ruto must go, we came back home and left Ruto with the time to continue with his shananinga. So we are going to the JKIA very early in the morning, but pia kama uko within, yeah, wewe mkapu mlolongo, yeah, you can try and occupy the JKIA, because we have very long queues as we speak. And some flights are being diverted to the neighboring countries, because naambiwa pia even on the watch towers, I mean on the control towers, pia ni kama striking inaendelea hapo juu. So guys, let us do this, because we really can't afford to have the Adani group in our country. If they were rejected in other countries like Australia, then who are we to accept them to be here? We call ourselves as the Singapore of Africa. We really can't afford that. So guys, let us do this. It's time. Na we kama umechoka na ukikuja hapa kuleta negativity, you better just remain to be a listener, because we don't want negative energy here. So mkikuja hapa, let us not have hizo story nyingi. Let us see how we are going to occupy JKIA now and tomorrow early in the morning. So guys, kichukua mic, acha kutupatia story nyingi. We already know that the Adani are a negative the group yenye wanatuleta negativities. I told you guys, uko nyumbani, ambia mama yako, baba yako kwamba these guys are Illuminati. Uone atafanya nini. But because you know what is happening, let us do this tomorrow. Let us occupy tomorrow and now. So back to you, my hosts. Let me just follow up on what is really happening.
So thank you, Babonga. And by the way, just come and keep us updated. Thank you very much. Toria, please endelea.
Okay. Thank you KOT, thank you Binti. Venye mmesikia ukikuja hapa, let's talk about occupying Adani now and tomorrow, very early in the morning. So fly high, the mic is yours, pick it up.
Wadau, kaende. Kesho ndiyo siku. Mimi hata niambie kitu. Ilingia airport nikiwa mtoto, when you used to have something called a waving day. And that thing, the time was telling Binti Africa somewhere, the way I love aviation. Mimi, my love of aviation was born at JKIA. There is no way I'm giving a freaking Indian that airport. What the hell? Akwende kabisa. Kwa naona airport kwao, watoshekana za kwao. Ni nini? Watana zetu. Alafu mafala wa serikali, na kama uko kwa serikali, please note, siogopi, jononge ukweli. Nyinyi ambao mna support uwizi wa rasilimali ya Wakenya, na waambia, you will pay for it through your generations, my friend. Don't think it will spare you, please. Me, even ni Biblia, even ni wapi, mimi, I can tell you for a fact, there is nowhere where you can destroy the systems that take care of you and survive. Ask the Romans. When they became morally decadent, they were overtaken by the Visigoths and other people who they were previously subjecting. That's how it is. History cannot support a group of Walafi, Nawezi, who cannot respect structures that keep society moving. So please, wherever you are, please note, it will not benefit you in any way and you will not escape. It is not a threat. It is just called a walk through history. Mimi nasema hivi, kama ni kwenda kwa occupy, unaenda ni kama unaenda kupanda ndege. Beba tonguo, beba kamaji, kaa nikao unaenda kupanda ndege. Unaona? Beba tudo, utakula kitu hapo Paul Cafe. I don't know why they don't call it Paul's, hapo Paul. Go like you're traveling. Usiende huko ati nikawa tumekuja na fujo ya kuoccupy. Go like someone who knows what they're doing. Kama hujaenda airport, hiyo ndio siku sasa kesho. Unaona? Enda na city hopper. Kwa iko nini? Ingia airport ni kama unaenda somewhere. Only it is not that you're going out of the airport. Airport ndiko unaenda. You see? Vitu zingine za konga simple sana. Hata si itaki chocha mingi. Itaki ati bugudha, itaki mambo mingi. Sawa? But mimi I'll tell you this. Mimi hili jambo linanikera sana 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 because najua wale watu wamekula pesa na wanatubeba ufala. But at some point as a country it must come to an end. It must come to an end. And we're not giving up this airport and we're not ceding this airport not to these buggers. If we want to build hotels instead of building us an extra runway and terminals. Hoteli kwanza. Ni kama kuna hoteli Nairobi. Hata ujinga. In fact, I don't even know the people who have invested in hotels in Nairobi are busy sitting pretty. Nani watanyang'anywa biashara ya kwanza? You know, si kuna Crown Plaza ya huko airport na kuna double tuko hapo hivyo. But all the other major hotels ziko hapo. Ziko out of Nairobi. And people are still sitting pretty. Mnaona wageni wanaingia Nairobi, mnadhani kutaendelea hivyo after hizo vitu wanataka kujenga zikiwekwa huko? My friend, mimi no Muhindi is going to one part of my country. It can't be that both of us were colonized alafu ukuja ni colonize. Kwani iko nini? Hayo mimi nimekataa, siko ubaya. Mimi hiyo nimekataa. Na siongea ati juu. Me it is not bitterness, it is just a realization of a truth. And you know at some point these truths are going to bring us into conflict with the systems of corruption that are in this country. But mimi I have a very strong belief in the righteousness of my cause. My cause is the future of Kenya and the generations that are to come. Na mimi Mr. Ibio nikiona live. Kama wanataka kuamass pesa, waende wafanye biashara halali, watafute pesa zao, we will support them in doing biashara halali. Wakitaka warudi kuuza kuku, wakitaka waende you know, whatever it is that the biashara they need to do to make their money, we will support them fully. But not to destroy an entire country. We can't have this. We can't have corruption of our systems. We can't have portioning up of our country into bits and pieces. Ni kama yani, this country was not built on the backs of people who suffered so much for it. This country was built on the backs of people like Mekatilili wa Menza, people like Kotelele Arap Samoei, people like Dedan Kimathi. There are people for whom sovereignty was an understanding that was in them long before we even wore clothes, long before we wore trousers, let me not say clothes. We knew that this was our land. I don't know whether that identity has disappeared too. Ama that pride in ourselves as Africans. How do we call ourselves Pan-Africans when yielding the very best of what we have to strangers? Tangulia hata mzungu mwenyewe tangulia unakuwa kutupatia the best things. No one ever gives the best of what they have, these external countries. Why are we giving them that? Why are we rolling over and playing dead for them? I mean, that's bullshit. Me, I won't take it. Haya, kesho ni siku.
Sawa, asante sana Fly High. You guys, you heard. Take a city hopper, carry some clothes, a bottle of water. You're going for a trip. Like any trip, ni JKIA. Sawa. Asante sana Fly High. Okay, so let's go to somebody. I want to hear people that we haven't heard before. I want to go to Morio wa Anzenza, alafu Declan, alafu HE, alafu turudi hivyo to the other voices that we had before.
Najua mnanisikia?
Kabisa, endelea.
So asema mzee, mnajua hii gava shit inadu. Mnajua hakuna kotodas wana follow. Hakuna shit. Wame have their way kutoka time ya demonstrations za kwanza. Walichuja CS wakawarudisha. Walikuwa na test waters. Juu walikuwa najua venye waliona they can have their way. Wasi walitulia. Wanachuja kwanza wale CS walileta wasi wengine wanoma hata kuliko wenye walikuwa wameleta. Manze saa hii wasi wakitokea kesho. Hii revolution ikuwe ni kila siku. Asa wa follow kotodas. Asa hakuna kitu wana follow. Asa they are having their way with everything. Mwacheki wasi wanaenda kustash do. Unakumbuka Kipchumba Murkomen alikuwa ameenda kustash do previous like 1 month ago, akashikwa tena Dubai sijui wapi. Mlichekiwa Vijandeti pia alikuwa ameenda kufanya hivyo juzi. Asa wanaeka do ya familia zao huko majuu. Sisi tuko hapa hatuna do. Asa kakiumana wanaenda huko juu. Sisi tunabaki hapa. Hii gava inacheza na sisi. Hii gava hata hiyo story ya Adani, tukienda kesho then tutulie, hakuna kitu tutaachieve. Manze tulipoteza wasee wengi sana kutoka hiyo time ya revolution. This time round manze, tukianza revolution hakuna kuback down. Ikuwe ni kila siku. Country yetu imeenda, aso wanafanya kinye wanataka. Story ya minerals ilidai tu hivyo. Story yote tumeongea, hakuna kitu wamefollow. Story ya finance bill wamerudisha. As in, Kenyans, they don't matter anywhere. Voice yetu hawezi sikiza. They never listen to us. Manze tukianza hii story kesho manze. Hata tunafaa kwenda huko saa hii, nasikia hata hao wasee wa KIA wame strike already. Hapa hakuna story ati tunaogopa giza this time round, ati tunaenda home. Tunaenda home kufanya nini? Tunaenda home na country yetu. Tunaenda home wanatufuata home. Ase wa
Morio, I think we're losing you. Abu, move somewhere where there's a better connection and then come back, because I like your energy. That's the energy we need here. Morio, please move to a better spot and then come back. Twende kwa Declan sasa.
Niko salama, nasikika vizuri ama sisikiki?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Very nice. Sasa, maandamano ni ya Pro Max. Nimekuwa nikisema hiyo kitu tangu maandamano ianze. Maandamano zote zikuwe ni za Pro Max. Watu wanaweza shangaa kwa nini saa hii usiku kwa nini usiku saa hii watu wa JKIA ati ndio wameanza hii strike usiku. Now at night is when JKIA makes the most money. The biggest flights come in and go out at night. Zile zinaenda United Kingdom, zile za Abu Dhabi, ile Amerika, yote zinafanya usiku. People pay for those spaces at night to go out and in the morning to come and park. Late night, early morning, that is when the most traffic is there in JKIA. So I can understand why the people of JKIA, the airport staff of KIA have decided to start injecting now. And I very much support them. Na mtu mwenye anaweza toka kwake aende wa support pia advise aende huko. Mmeuliza tunaweza fanya nini kwa hii maandamano? Before you go tomorrow, going tomorrow. Before you're going, ruka tu hapo kwa Google na utafute maandamano in English is class protest. Tafuta protest tactic. People have been protesting for years and years. Sasa enda utafute tactics. One tactic nimeona hapo. Nilikuwa nimeona, you might know, you might not know. Unachukua balloon. Ndani ya hiyo balloon unaweka nini? Paint. Hiyo paint ya kupaka wall. Na hiyo balloon unarusha kwa uso ya pande. Unajua, something interesting. These guys who are coming to shoot people, they're always hiding behind masks. You know, in other countries, when they're shooting people, they don't hide behind the mask. Wanatembea tu wana shoot. They don't fear. But Kenyan police, they are very poorly trained and they fear. Ndio maana wanavaa mask. Ndio maana hao watu wanaabduct watu wanavaa. Ati sasa wanavaa mask wasionekane. Hiyo kiburi wanakwanga nayo, if they are forced to remove that mask, it will quickly change because now we can see their face. Ukirusha paint bomb kwa uso ya mtu, atatoa hiyo mask, lazima atoe because they'll feel like they can't breathe, sijui nini, hiyo mask atatoa. Na hiyo kibunduki itawekwa chini ama itafichwa huku, and they'll be less forward in the way they like attacking people. Hayo tu ndio niko nayo kwa sasa. Sijakuja kuinject ati nasema Adani this, Adani that. Mimi niko na tu hayo. Ruka kwa Google, angalia campaign tactics. Kwanza hiyo kia paint, ukitaka kuchukua paint ya red for the blood that has been spilled and paint ya white for peace, unaweza fanya zote mbili. Hata unaweza chukua black paint ya Waafrika. Hizo ndio colors zenye ziko kwa flag yetu. Green ni agriculture, lakini hakuna kitu ya agriculture tunaenda kupigania kesho. So take the 3 colors from the flag, ziweke ndani ya hizo balloon bombs na mzirushe bwana. Nimemaliza, asante.
Thank you so much, mmesikia. Happening now, JKIA ni strike zimeanza over Adani deal. Stop Adani, hashtag sauti ya mwananchi. Retweet the hashtag to push. And you come here, you inject. Kenya ni home and home must be respected. And we don't have leaders, we have dealers. Hatutaki dealers kwa airport yetu. So push your hashtag to stop Adani, to join sahi asubuhi tene mapema ndio best. So Dr. Mude, hi. Dr. Mude. Hey, binti unanisikia?
Nakusikia kabisa. Dr. Mude, unanisikia? Nope. Okay, Toria, let's go back to Morio. Morio is back. We were losing him before. Let's go back to Morio and then we come back to Dr. Mude if he can hear us.
Okay.
Morio, please go ahead. Endelea.
So wase nilikuwa naambia, I hope mnanisikia sahi.
Kabisa endelea.
Niliwaambia like ase unacheki hiyo deal kwanza ya Adani. Ase walikam tukawaambia msee kuna deal ya Adani. Ase walikam wakaruka hiyo story. Hakuna story kama hiyo. Then after 2 weeks wakaanza kusema sijui kuna hii sijui private partnership sijui nini. Then sahi ona ase as in unasikia ase ni dealers, ase si politicians. Kwanza nachekiwa say after all that we have been through kutoka time ya revolution, kutoka time ya demonstrations za kwanza, then hiki tu wase mnaenda kuside na politicians. Naona wase sijui wana side na Babu Owino sijui na ase waweze tusaidia politicians yote, hakuna kuside na msee hapa sahi. Sai wase wanawak walituonyesha wanawak towards their own goal. Yani wameshikana. It's us against them. Asa wana auction hii airport yetu iwasaidie. Asa wanapata kickbacks. Asa hii shit yote ni against the population of Kenya, ni against the civilians, ni against sisi as Kenyans. Sasa tunafaitia country yetu. Manze tumelose wase wengi, let's make it count. Wase walijitolea kudedi, wase walitokea, wase wakadedi. As wanatuzi woga na nitaishi kuambia the Kenya police is very understaffed kama mjuangi. Inakuanga na 150,000 policemen active. Hao ndo wase wanatutishianga na manonanga wana shootingi wase. Wanajua mkiweza hold demonstrations for 3 days. Walai wanachoka. Wanaenda shift ya usiku, shift ya mchana, wanachoka. No manono saa hii Ruto alikuwa anaenda kusema ata integrate NYS kwa Kenya Police. Usifikiria hawajaanza kuwa train. Ashaona tushajua. Au so understand. Wacha ni kuogopa. Hawezi tu wanaweza uwa wase so 5 hawezi pita hapo. Hawezi tumaliza si wote. Ase tukiacha kufanya hivi tutakuwa kama Zimbabwe tukiangalia hivi na macho. Sasa tumeelekea hapo. Sasa Tanzania iko mbele yetu. Tumekuwa tukijifanya hapa tisi tuko fiti kushinda Tanzania. Sasa Tanzania iko juu yetu. Sasa hawa sio wana stash do outside the country. Ase mkiangalia venye wanafanya every fucking single day. Ase wanaenda wanaeka do, msee anaenda deposit do, huyu governor anaenda deposit do, huyu CS sijui ameenda US, sijui ameenda wapi, sijui ameenda. Wanaenda wanashikwa. Alafu Ruto ana intervene. Anasema hiyo ni do yangu. Mnasikia wanafungua bank account za gava outside Kenya. Wako na offshore bank account za gava. Wakichukua Eurobond inaingia kwa account nyingine. Hata haiko Kenya, wana withdraw huko. Yani si ndo tunabaki hapa tukilipa tax. Hatuna food, hatuna health, hatuna maji, hatuna anything, hatuna barabara hata hizi tengenezo zingine. Umse anaenda tu akifungua maproject, kikazi yenye Morara anafanya. Ana delaunch hizo vitu zote. Unaona sasa wameanza kungoa hizo ma signboard, wameanza kungoa hizo ma tombstone. wanafanya yani hii shit yote, hasa wanatuonanga sini wajinga, ndio maana wana have their way. Tulikuja tukasema story ya MCS akawachuja, then akatest waters, amerudisha sijui amefanya tribalism hapo, sijui ameweka sijui akina nani, then wasee wakaanza hiyo ujinga. Manze historia ya tribalism tulimaliza. Indo story inatu indo kitu tribalism. Ati mtu wetu mtu gani? Me I don't care if the president is my mother or my father. Kama ako against the people, you are not fucking fit to be the president of Kenya. Naruto is not fit to be the president of Kenya. We have seen that every single day. Say mimi ni Muslim, naomba sana. Na I pray a lot, lakini maombi yezi tusaidia saa hii. Tunaomba lakini we have to do something else. Watoto wanadedi, anaenda tufanye sijui 3 days za morning, ati tuombe sijui tufanye. Tunaomba nini? Shule ilichomeka juu hakukuwa na fire engines. Hakuna waswari respond, hakuna barabara, hakuna maji, hakuna nini. Then unatuambia tuombe. Tunaomba nini? Sasa hizi vitu zingine tunafaa tunaomba. Kwanza Kenya wasoumba sana. Place zingine watu waombangi, but vitu zingine si maombi, vitu zingine ni action. Hata kwa any book ukienda usome Quran, Bible, usome Torah, usome nini, imeandikwa lazima you have to put action. You have to pray for some. Wezi omba ati hivyo tu uende ukae chini. These people wanatuonyesha ati we have to pray 3 days of national mourning, 3 days of prayers, 2 days of, afu unasikia budget, wana allocate budget ya maombi. Yani wanacheza tu. Na maana hata hizi shit zinatufanyikia joke, kucheza na Mungu. Manze tukianza revolution niliwaambia revolution hainanga off day. Tukianza revolution ni hivyo. Tukikaanza kesho ni hivyo. Sasa hakuna kupumzika. Hakuna ati tutatokea next week. Tukianza tumeanza. Kesho kutwa tutakuwa tu kwa streets. Hadi umse anakwambia police force ya Kenya haiwezi handle demonstrations za 1 week pekee. Hata 1 week demonstration consecutive hawawezi. Ndio maana uliona venye tulitokea 25 June walitihadi jeshi. We overpowered them. Police nakwambia wako very fucking understaffed. Hii tumechoka manze. Wanaiba doo yetu yote. Sasa hata unaendea pesa ya nini nje? Unatuongeza burden, alafu then hata hiyo pesa ifiki Kenya. Wana withdraw tu huko. Manze acha msee mwingine aongee juu. Manze nimejam sana.
Wow, that's the pressure we want. Pressure every corner. You know, but it is said that to some extent, Kenya has proven that we cannot solve things with prayers. It's a devil that needs to be kicked out, to be beaten, to be handled in every way so that we can conquer it. So prayers we put aside. As far as we are praying, we need actions, not just to sit back. So Occupy JKIA strike has started over now. We need to stop Adani. Hashtag sauti ya mwananchi. Retweet hiyo Stop Adani, hashtag sauti ya mwananchi. Tufikie kila mtu. Evans umedrop tena. Acha tuanze na Dr. Mjulus. Dr. Mjulus, hi.
Hi dear, how are you?
I'm good. You?
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much. I think you found it so disturbing to refer to me in my real name. But I'm happy because I'm seeing the agitation. I'm seeing the clamor, the urge in young people to see that the right exists in their country. The deal behind Adani is a bit skewed. It is a bit clouded. Kenyans do not know actually what is going on. We know that Adani is a multinational corporation. It's an NMC, okay? And then therefore, at some point, it can enter into an agreement with the government, but this agreement must be made clear. The reason why most Kenyans find it quite funny to have this particular company taking over the control of JKIA is because there are so many Kenyans who are employed there. Thousands and hundreds of Kenyans are employed at JKIA. The moment Adani takes over as the owner of that particular institution, it is sad that many Kenyans who are working there will be rendered unemployed unless there is a clear-cut deal which stipulates clearly that 70 to 90% of workers at JKIA will be Kenyans. Then Adani has no business to take over, even if they were to build an airport, even if they were to refurbish it, so that it assumes the international status, or even if it were to be made to look like some heaven somewhere, Kenyans must be told what exactly is going on here. And therefore, in full support, I come here to lend my support. I'm not at home, but in case of anything, KOT and some of these guys listening to me, you can always reach out to me. I will be able to support in any way. Let us protect our country. Let us protect every institution of our country, because we have a right and we have a responsibility to know exactly what is going on. The young people, even as we approach the next election, we must stand together. I'm a young man, I'm only 30 years old, and I believe that my generation and that of Gen Z have the full right and responsibility to ensure that this country is steered to the right direction. The situation where we find ourselves just being spectators in a government that we call ours, to which we pay taxes, we must be very keen to ensure that those who serve us in various positions are those with high integrity and those people who rule with full expressions of the Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very go to Big Man Caillou, but he's gone away. Anyway, we're given directions, by the way. You guys, this space, if you're in this space, all 439 of you, if you have not made a tweet saying hashtag Stop Adani in the past 5 minutes, hashtag Sauti ya Mwananchi, please go and tweet that. We need to amplify this to the most extreme level we can. There is currently strikes happening at JKIA if you just joined us, so please, let's amplify this. Alafu, we were given instruction. If you come to the mic, we know our problems. We've been talking about our problems for a very long time. We want to hear what's happening. It is 11 o'clock. We have 1 hour until we can say from tomorrow, we just starting today. Occupy JKIA. We want to hear about that. That's our mission today. Stop Adani, Occupy JKIA. So next on the mic, I would like to hear Kingdom Bill has gone. Oh, you're there. Kingdom Bill, then Dr. Mude, I can see you're back. So we got Kingdom Bill, Dr. Mude, then Jose. Is it Jose or Majose? Whichever one, what AI. So Kingdom Bill, hi.
Hi, Kenya ni home na home must be respected. So I'm so happy to see that JKIA workers have finally taken the bull by its horns, and they are no longer playing this dirty game of saying they've postponed 7 days. So we must join them. We must do this. And we must tell them it cannot be that we go tomorrow and then the next day they say, oh, we're giving them 7 days, or some government official will come and negotiate with them, and then they will stand down. They cannot do that. We need to make sure also everybody that Adani has brought leaves. If they have to be taken to the runway to leave immediately, they should. Secondly, we need to make sure our parents know what is going on. Personally, I'm sending them videos and calling them to make sure they know this is happening. If we have to inject, we have to inject. I have told them, once Adani comes, he's very well known for exporting body parts, and he prefers body parts of old people and young kids. So we must continue to inject. We must make sure that our parents also know what's going on, because if they join us for this, it will even be better. So let's keep injecting, and also let's be courageous. You know, this is our country. We cannot allow a foreigner to come and take over. I saw the post from Nelson on what Jayesh is doing, and Jayesh actually controls the insurance by the police and the teachers. I'm like, how did we get here? How did we get here that one man can dictate what hospital you can be treated in, and he can mistreat you, and you can say nothing about it? So we must start with JKIA and deal with everything else that is wrong. And I am also very angry about these kids that are still missing. So once we are done with JKI, we must make sure these kids are found. We must help these parents to understand what happened to these kids. Were these kids kidnapped? How did these kids disappear? So if it is rituals, we will now discover every ritual. Like we have had in Trans Nzoia, now there was a shallow grave. We must know what they've been doing and call them out. Another thing, after we are done with all these things, I like somebody posted that now they're putting up posters on buildings to say this one is not owned by Ruto. I'm sure we have some Gen Zs here that will work for the Ministry of Land. They know where their businesses are. We must start now making sure their businesses will fail. They have thrived on making sure that they also get money from us. We must frustrate them. We must make them broke. It will no longer be business as usual for Western Hotel. Whatever, everything they own, we must frustrate them to the very end. That's my submission.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the shortest time possible. Dr. Mude, you there?
Hi, hello.
Take it down.
Mimi sita kusema mingi because niko mahali kelele hapo kidogo, but I agree with Morio. As a Muslim, there is nowhere in the Quran the Almighty God says work hard, I bless your work. Nikikaa leo nyumbani sita work for my money, I never go anywhere. So you need to work hard. We need to save our country as a Kenyans. Sasa tunangoja hapo bla bla, hapana. We need to work hard, save our country from these corrupt leaders, MPs, sijui nini. Ruto is a betrayer, Ruto is a killer, Ruto is a dictator. Western, sijui naita nani hoteli? Western, sijui nini, Western. Sitini yake. So kwenye tutafanya ni, there's another guy before Morio who was saying that all flights depart from JKIA in the night. That's true. I was there in 2022 elections. My flight from Nairobi to Amsterdam was 11 p.m. in the evening, sorry. So all the flights from Jomo Kenyatta depart in the night. So kama tutaoccupy JKIA ni in the evening, please tafadhali. Because hakuna flight ambayo inatoka huko asubuhi, hapana. Kutoka 10 in the evening mpaka 6 kila siku, yani mpaka 7 days hatuwezi tukakaa nyumbani. I'm coming soon, very soon nyumbani inshallah. I'm coming, nakuja tu karibu nyumbani. So before that, we need to organize to support Moriara. Sorry, Kebaso, sorry, anaitwa Kebaso or what? What's his name? There's a guy, the Kebaso guy, who was all over social media. Sorry, hata mimi nimesupporta kidogo. Morara, yes. Thank you, Morara, yes. So hata mimi nimesupporta kidogo. So please let's have a support kama ni 5K, 10K, whatever you guys you can support. Kama tuko majuu, you can support 20K. We can even afford him. So let's support this guy. He's doing a good job. Kama sisi tuko majuu, we can support him. Kama ni 10K, 15K, whatever, we can support him. 10K is $100. So we can support him from $50 kama kitu kama hiyo. And please, let us continue for 7 days consequently. 7 days, yani hatuwezi tukakaa nyumbani, hapana. Because Ruto is in our country. Ruto is a killer. And then let us occupy JKIA. So 7 days, kila kitu ikuwe simama kabisa for non-stop. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kenya ni home and home should be respected. We continue. We binti, wewe hiyo mchezo yako.
See, Mimi, by the way, this government is playing games with me. Maybe they found me where I am. Well, I've struggled. But Nisawa, too, I'm back. Let's carry on.
Ebu feri it. Cheza na Zakayo too.
Nisawa, too, we should be warning him to not play with me, by the way. Anyway, Jose Ameni Jose wa AI, please speak to us. We are tweeting hashtag Stop Adani. This is Sauti ya Mwananchi. The time is 6 minutes past 11 p.m. and tomorrow is the day. Like you only have 50 minutes to say tomorrow. Then we start saying today is the day. So, Jose wa AI, hi.
Hi, hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Mine, I want to make a very passionate, the direct appeal to the leadership of this country. And because I know the government inspector or their people are here listening to us, allow me to make a direct and a passionate appeal to them. We all know that there are so much thirsty and greedy
Hold on,
and with a high
Jose, are
appetite.
you using Jose? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Are you using headphones?
Yes.
Are you using headphones? If you're using headphones, just take them out so we can hear you a little bit clearer. Just because it sounds like you're under the bed sheets or something.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was saying that I'm making a direct appeal to the government and to the leadership of this country. And I want to say this directly to the government inspector and his people and the entrepreneurs who are here. We all know that they have a very high appetite for wealthy, for quick money, and for everything. But I want to advise them where they can get that money because they've been getting it from such projects before. Please let them continue getting their money from the projects like the stadiums that they have never built, like the roads that have been stored, like the dams that have never been completed, like the coffee and the tea that have been eating the money from farmers. But please, let them not touch our airports. Let them not touch our seaports. Let them not touch the boundaries of our country, and let them not touch our military. That is what defines a sovereign country. Without that, we are not a sovereign. Without that, we are a slave. Without that, we are not citizens of a country we call Kenya. So, irrespective of how much Adani is promising them, we have a very big budget of 4 trillions. They can make 10% or 20% from it. After all, nothing we see from it. But please, a very passionate appeal. Please, government inspector, please, leave our airports, leave our seaports, leave our boundaries, and leave our militaries alone. Take everything else, but leave that alone. I have sina kitu ingine ya kuongeza.
Shukran. Bede ebu guys, you retweet hashtag Stop Adani, hashtag Sauti ya Mwananchi. Now it's happening in JKIA. They have striked. If you can join now, go ahead. Beba blanketi, beba like you're going to travel, and asubuhi mapema tene kabla ya ukungu na umande kutoweka nyasini, tupatane pale JKIA. We defend our airport. So amepotea.
There's this lady Wanjira. I think Wanjira. Let's give her a chance, please. Thank you.
Okay, Wanjira, go ahead.
Wanjira, can you guys hear Wanjira?
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Fly High, please mute your mic.
That I only have one policy in life, which is a good policy I've learned from Japan, which is this: that there are no bad armies, just bad generals. and that fish starts to rot from the head, not from the rest of the body. So if the nation is in calamity, if everything is chaotic like we're seeing in this country, it is because the head is going bad, the head is rotting, because the general has gone completely insane. I first of all want to really congratulate the employees at KIA and Kenya Airways and literally everyone that is working at JKIA that has already started this strike well before the date. And I want to say, I would want to quote Harvey on when he was having a conversation today regarding acting IG of the police, Masengeli. And what Harvey was talking about is that Masengeli is not just a convicted man. His mother should be ashamed of him. His children should be ashamed of him. That he should be dragged all the way to hell, because what he has done is not just a shame to his nation. It is a shame as an individual. And I can see, for example, from the letters sent by KA employees to, notifying the relevant authorities of the strike, they are also calling for the resignation and the firing of different. Is it? Let me see. I need to look at this document again. But literally, like, is it the managers and the people that are at the helm, that are literally the people that have let this filth into the organization, the people that have allowed Adani to come and possibly take away the jobs of these people, has taken away security of tenure of the employees. And so it is not just about Adani, it is also about the people within us, right? The head that is rotting within us, the general among us that is absolutely going berserk, that has allowed the filth to enter and infiltrate a once proud organization. So it is not just about Adani. Just like the employees, we should be calling for these people to be sacked. It should be a shame for me to say that my name is Anthony Njagi, because I am the person responsible ultimately for the whatever wars are coming to the employees of KAA. So while we're talking about Adani, let us be very, very specific. Definitely William Samoei Ruto is in charge, and he also has a lot of blame to carry on his shoulders. But also the other people that have been in KAA must be named and shamed. That it should be prehensible to say my name is so and so, a managing director at KAA or wherever else, because I am ultimately responsible for what is happening. That this strike that the populace is planning to go on is because of me. It should be they should be named and shamed, that their names should be put I don't know whether it will be a hashtag or whatever it would be, but let us identify them by name so that we can know where the rain started to beat us. It didn't just happen. It was not non-entities that traded and agreed and did this privately initiated proposal with Adani. It was human beings. It is people among us in KAA that did this, and their names need to be put out there for us to hear and know them. So that, for example, how we identify Morara Kebaso with Kutengua, the name Anthony Njage should be synonymous to the A, and the others should be named and shamed so we can know their names, and it can be drag them for filth, because that is exactly what they are. That is my simple submission tonight. Asanteni for the opportunity to speak.
All right. Thank you for your submission. We appreciate. Let's keep amplifying. It's past quarter. Ni quarter past 11. Binti, then tuende kwa Kim 001.
Sorry, I was just gonna reply to Wanjera. Wanjera, if you need that, somebody has their mic open. Somebody, please close your mic. I think it's engineer 254. Engineer 254, please close your mic. Please mute your mic. Wanjera, that document in the Jumbotron, it's called Feasibility Report. It's one of the two in the Google Doc that was posted by Wanyama, which is one of the other hosts of Sauti ya Mwananchi. If you go to that Feasibility Report, page 444, you can start seeing all the people that were involved in this deal. Whoever else needs that information, page 444. Start from there. Sasa, Tori, I think you said there was Kim001 next. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for your patience as well. Please speak to us. Hashtag Stop Adani. Keep retweeting. Keep amplifying. Kim 001. Guapo.
Am I audible?
100%. Please speak to us.
I'm really enjoying the conversation. At least I can see people are starting to have a semblance of what would be a resistance to me. I'm not really, I won't really repeat this JKIA thing because it's very clear we need to stop Adani. It doesn't require a rallying call. Actually, kama unaweza sahi unafaa kuwa kama Kioti Sonko, you should be following the guy heading somewhere, going to do the thing ya support our say. Now, I just want to put it across to everyone listening to this space that I tend to look at this Adani deal as just the tip of the iceberg, just a social experiment, the way they do it. It's just a trial, waone muta react aje. And if we just sit here and just do nothing about it, then you can imagine anything else that would be for sale in this country. So we take it with the seriousness it deserves. Look at it. Look at it as the first line of defense. Ukizuia mwizi kuingia kwako. If once you let the guy in, definitely the guy can take any other valuable from your house. So the first thing is to stop the guy from actually coming in. So I hope everybody will be on this. We'll try rally as much as possible. If possible, pia tutakuwa ground. We'll talk to our parents where tunawaongelesha huko. We've been told all the messages and how we can format them. Hiyo tumeanza. At some point, I believe also Morara akitembea na hiyo platform yake. He needs to start creating a form of, let me call it, a social currency that he can come cash back in later. Let him go asking people, na wasipobadilika, mutakubali tu kukaa nyumbani. Mkiitwa mtaitika. Just prepare people mentally. It may not be for the maandamanos, it might be a rallying call for the 2027, but who knows what will come first? Adani must go.
Okay. Adani must go, and Adani must go now. It's now or never. Munyu, are you there? Munyu? Aha. Truman KE. I can see you back.
Yes, my name is Victor. Ile kitu mnaongea hapa ni kizungu mingi. Ile kitu mnafaa kuwa mnafanya hapa ni kukasirika. Sijaona mmekasirika. Unaona ile before finance bill, people used to ulikuwa unaona watu wamekasirika. Hapa bado sijui ni nini inawafanya. There is nothing working in this country. Ukienda education sector, wanafunzi ni hao wako sijui CBC, sijui university, sijui nini. Ukienda health sector ni hiyo mambo ya NHF, sijui SHIF. Kila mahali transport sector ni hiyo haifanyi kazi. So ni nini inafanya kazi? So mnafaa kuwa mmekasirika saa hii. Nchi yenu saa hii hao watu they are on a mission, wako mission saa hii ya kumaliza Kenya. Sijui kama mnaiona ama mnafaa kuwa mmekasirika. Saa hii hata sio lazima utweet. Ukiona mtu tu ameweka #Stop Adani ama #Ruto must go. Juu saa hii ukisema Stop Adani na ausemi Ruto must go. Hata akistop, usimuliona alisimamisha finance bill akaleta mambo mengine. So hata akistop Adani ataleta kitu kingine. So mnafaa kuwa mmekasirika. Mna push ya Stop Adani, Ruto must go, vitu kama hizo. IBC reconstitution, juu hata parliament nimeona lawyers wameanza kusema wataenda kotini. Parliament watu waende nyumbani. So watu wakasirike. Sijaona mmekasirika. Wacha nifikisha hapo.
Thank you. Watu wamekasirika zaidi watu wamekasirika beyond it. We need that temper, watu wakuje na hiyo temper hapa juu. And kindly ukishamaliza kuongea drop ndo tupe wengine wapande kwa speaker panel. We want to keep on injecting. Yeah, we want to keep on injecting. Munyu, are you there? Munyu. Anyway. Right, Papa. Truman, ebu kindly mute your mic. Tuende kwa fly high. Ni fly high. Fly high, are you there? Okay.
I think Fly had spoken anyway. Let's go to somebody new. Let's go to I can see Sash Kilifi, and then Mori. I can see your hand is up as well. So let's go Sash Kilifi alafu Mori. Ni sawa Toria?
Okay. Okay, no issue.
Hi everyone, hope all of you are doing good. My name is Sach. I'm all the way from Kilifi down to the coast. I've been following up all these conversations. But there's something I want to tell you guys. Hii kitu ilitolewa na msee mwenye hayuko hapa kwa hii nchi. Ndio alikuja akatulipulia what is happening. Na kuanzia hiyo time watu waligo slow about this thing. Now we are concentrating sana na JKIA. All these other airports, how wafanyikazi wote wa KAA, wenye wako Malindi Airport, Mombasa, wenye hadi wako Dar, wengine wako Congo, bado wako related with the same thing. How wote wanakuwa affected na the same thing. Guys, we are sleeping. We are sleeping. And from now, hakuna sijui nini. Mbona sijaona hashtag mkitag like the Embassy of India. I think I was the first person to tag these guys. Embassy of India should not sleep. Should not sleep. Sisi tukienda kwa countries zingine, hatuwezi anza biz. Hatuwezi take over businesses in any country in this world. We can't just go somewhere and take over businesses. It's very hard for us to do anything in any country. But when these guys come kwa plate yetu, wanakam tu wanachukua vitu tu, wanachukua tu. Si tuko tu. Like, okay, business, our investors, nini. Guys, we're losing everything. Our airport. Hiyo yenyewe iko hivyo inavuja, lakini hiyo ndo ni yetu. Acha tutengeneze na ile pesa yetu kidogo yenye tuko nayo polepole, hadi tufikie. Hatuwezi enda tu kama, sijui China walitake sijui 3 years, sijui how many years, come to limelight sahi, they are almost, they are the superpowers, sijui nini. That's not Kenya. We are used to walk by foot, to go and look for something to eat. That is our way. That's our culture. There's no way we're going to take other companies from the world. They come here, terrorize us for 30 years. 30 years. Another company, a foreign company is coming. Opportunities za sisi vijana. Sisi majenzi, wenye tumekuwa tukilalamika. Opportunities zitakuja lini? Hakuna. Unafikiria Adani kikama hapa, Wakenya ndo watakuwa employed? Wao pia wako na watu wao India, hata iko overpopulated. Watachukua watu wao, walete, waanze kurun. Wale mabradha zetu na masista zetu wako pale, wana pick calls, wanafanya nini, wanasafisha, wanachukua mizigo yetu, wanatupangia security nini. Hao watu watakuwa withdrawn. Watakuja kwa street. Hebu imagine, hao watu sahi wote wameenda Emba. Wamejwithdraw, wamekuja Emba kwa street. Wizi kutakuwa na nini? If you just think of the effect yenye hao wasi wakikosa job pale airport, watakuja mtaani kutuwekea. Sahi tu mtaani ya kukaliki. Juu hakuna kitu ya kumanch. Miget. Hakuna kitu, si wote tunaweza kula. And then hao wasi wote hawana job, wamekuja street tena. Tunafanya nini? And then wakati tunaitana, we are going this way, kuna watu they are going this way. Hell no, if I get you on the street, bro, I will give you a big slap. You're not supposed to behave like that. Let's unite. This is our own resource that we have. The only thing that connects us with the world. Hiyo pia now tunailose. Tutakuwa na nini? Masai Mara kuna scandal ingine. Kuna mtu alikuwa na raise jana anasema kuna institutions jua kutoka majuu imekam ina take over Masai Mara whatever. Ajasikizwa kwanza sasa, hakuna mtu anapay attention na yeye. Ile time watu wataanza kufutwa kazi ndio wase no. Lazima to read red flags na mapema. Tukishaziona, mtu akishasema mse ako sijui nchi gani ametuletea hii kitu, akituambia you know what, there is something is going to happen in Kenya. Our airport is being sold to Adani Group. This guy alitoa hiyo story kwa ule senator mapema, alafu sisi wote tukanyamaza kusema tu ule kweli. What we need to do, tuungane, we say no to Adani and then tag the Embassy of India. Embassy of India, sisi wote tuko na nguvu ya kuwatag na kuwatumia messages. Let's inbox them. Tuambie unajua nini, you are not taking our airport. You are not taking our... Muhindi ni mtu ambaye akiambiwa kitu anasikiza ikiwa na moto. Lakini ukilala anakulalia. Hivyo tumeona sana mwanzo, especially at the coast. Mimi nimeona sana with Mombasa Cement. Hao watu wote wanasifiwa on the other side, but what they do watu hawasemi. Lakini once mkishout wanarudi nyuma. So tupeane moto kwa Embassy of India.